Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second installment of Open Channel, a celebration of creative journalism and storytelling from the next generation of student voices shaping the future of media. In our first episode, students of the Journalism and Media Production Graduate Program explored new ways to inform, inspire, and entertain. Tonight, that spirit continues, but with a new challenge. This time, students created not one, but two original works. One, an artistic exploration, bringing their creative voices to their work, and the other is a more traditional approach to journalism to show their professional skill set. Over the past several weeks, these Sacred Heart students have written, filmed, edited, and refined their projects, experimenting with form, tone, and emotion, all while pushing the boundaries of what storytelling can be. Tonight's collection reminds us why media matters, because it helps us see, feel, and understand the world in new ways. So sit back, relax, and enjoy an evening filled with artistic expression and innovation.
Oh, hello. You called me Fighting the Sun. My poem is called Enemy of the Sun. I made this video as a bridge to my senior project about Palestine. I had to get creative about it so I can avoid the monitors. So if you excuse me, I shall continue my battle with the sun because it's an everlasting enemy. Goodbye.
I may, if you wish, lose my livelihood. I may sell my shirt in bed. I may work as a stone cutter, a street sweeper, a porter. I may clean your stores or rummage your garage for food, or rummage your garbage for food. I may lie down hungry, O enemy of the sun, but I shall not compromise. And to the last pulse in my veins, I shall resist. You may take the last strip of my land, feed my youth to prison cells. You may plunder my heritage, you may burn my books, my poems, or feed my flesh to the dogs. You may spread a web of terror on the roofs of my village, O enemy of the sun, but I shall not compromise. And to the last pulse in my veins, I shall resist. You may put out the light in my eyes. You may deprive me of my mother's kisses. You may curse my father, my people. You may distort my history. You may deprive my children of a smile and of life's necessities. You may fool my friends with a borrowed face. You may build walls of hatred around me. You may glue my eyes to humiliations, O enemy of the sun. But I shall not compromise. And to the last pulse in my veins, I shall resist, O enemy of the sun. The decorations are raised at the port. The ejaculations fill the air. A glow in the hearts and in the horizon. A sail is seen, challenging the wind and the depths. It's Ulysses returning home from the sea of loss. It is the return of the sun, of my exiled ones, and for her sake and his, I swear I shall not compromise. And to the last pulse in my veins I shall resist, resist, and resist.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Maxwell, and this project is a music video cover of Places We Won't Walk by Bruno Major, created with my friends Alex Grime and Kaden Rubenstein. This video follows a story of a couple navigating the complexities of love, heartbreak, and emotional toll that comes with loss. Through this piece, I wanted to explore how relationships can shape and sometimes shatter the mental and physical well-being of someone.
Sunlight dances off the leaves. Birds of red color the trees. Flowers filled with buzzing bees, and places we won't walk. Neon lights shine bold and bright. Buildings grow to dizzying heights. People come alive at night, and places we won't walk. Children cry and laugh and play. Slowly hair will turn to grey. We will smile to end each day in places we won't walk. Family look on in awe. Petals decorate the floor. Waves gently stroke the shore, and places we won't walk. Children cry and laugh and play. Slowly hair will turn to grey. We will smile to end each day in places we won't walk.
Just be advised that the lead that has the guest is walking towards Golden Bear. It's just guest.
The video that I will be showing you is a little insight into my brain and how it operates. And I hope that you guys enjoy and try to see it from a different perspective of how I'm going to be explaining it.
I am not the only one that's going through this, but I am going to be someone that's going to bring it to light. I am one of many students at Sacred Heart University, or should I soon, that have a learning disability. To list mine all out for you would be my pleasure. ADD, auditory processing, executive functioning, and language expressive disorder. Now, you might look at me and say, you don't look it, or you don't sound like it. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. Yet there are students that might not look it, but they struggle silently. I am going to be one student as a journalism medium production student who will show how I bring my stories to become great while my brain goes against me. My own mirror.
This empty chair just waits for me to come, but I never do. Minutes turn into hours and time slips away. On the outside, it might look like procrastination, like I'm just putting something off. But it's not that simple. Procrastination is when someone avoids a task, but eventually pushes through once the pressure builds. For me, it's different. This is ADD paralysis. My brain wants to start, but it locks up. And sometimes it's because I want to do so good, so perfectly, that I freeze. The more I want it to turn out right, the harder it feels to even begin. I can see the work in my head. I can even plan the steps, but I stay stuck between intention and action. It's not about being lazy. It's not about not caring. It's about caring so much that my brain holds me still while my time keeps moving without me. It's just so annoying when someone says something, but you actually don't understand exactly what's being said, and you're sitting there and you're just like, yeah, I understand. I totally understand. Yep, yeah, and you walk away and it's just like, actually, I didn't understand one thing that you said. I didn't even process what you said, actually. And it's just, I mean, yeah, go back, as you would think. But for me, that's a little bit embarrassing to be like, yes, I need you to say everything all over again, because my brain, it heard it, but no information came from it. Trying to explain what language expressive disorder is literally me showing the struggle of my learning difference actually right now. But I guess a little story could help. I was in middle school and I learned about a tornado. And so I get into the car and my brother's there, my father's there, and it's just like, I'm trying to explain the tornado, basically. Literally what I just said. See how this works? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, we're talking about this, and I can't think of the word. I just can't think of the word. Like, I'm just sitting there just like, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to express it. And I'm getting annoyed because my father cannot understand what I'm trying to say, and he's laughing, but I don't find it funny. And so I'm like the ice cream with the swirl on top, and I don't know, like a tomato, like I don't know, I can't pin it, I don't know. And he's just laughing and laughing, and I'm just getting so frustrated because I'm literally trying to express, I'm trying to think of the words, but I just cannot come out. And it's so annoying because I know what it is in my head, but for some strange reason it just doesn't flow through. And all of a sudden my brother goes, she's saying a tornado, and my father just stops laughing, and it's just quiet in the car. And I'm like, yes, thank you. Now, it might be a funny story or not, but just in that instance, that was so frustrating for me. It was literally so frustrating. And it's also frustrating that someone else had to speak for me in order for me to be like, yes, that's it, when I just wanted to say it just then and there.
Hello, my name is Michael Castellano. I am going to be showing a type of visual poem, my narrating and reading aloud of the poem The Dash by Linda Ellis. It's one of my favorite poems personally, and takes and changes your perspective on how you really look at life when we look at the ones who have passed before us. Enjoy. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on the tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of birth and spoke the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that they spent alive on earth. And now only those who love them know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love, and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what's true and real, and always try to understand the way other people feel, and be less quick to anger and show appreciation more, and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash might only last a little while. So, when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash?
There are many languages in the world, and each has its own poetry. Tonight, I want to share something very close to my heart, the magic of Urdu poetry. It talks about love, life, sadness, hope, and human experiences. If you don't understand Urdu, you feel with the emotions through the word, rhythm, and the voice. Let's begin. The first poem is by Faiz Ahmed Faiz, the world famous poet. It is about hope and staying strong in hard times. So let's start. दिल ना उम्मीद तो नहीं, नाकामी तो है. दिल ना उम्मीद तो नहीं, नाकामी तो है. लंबी है गम की शाम, मगर शाम ही तो है. Faiz wrote this during the difficult times. He reminds us that even when the life feels hard or impossible, we should not lose hope. So this another one is for the international students or people living away from home. It's about loneliness, written by Umeed Fazil. So he says, ये सर्द रात, ये आवारगी, ये नींद का बोझ, हम अपने शहर होते तो घर चले जाते. This poem talks about missing home and feeling alone in a strange place. The poet describes sleepless night and wishing to be at the comfort of home. So, from a very famous Pakistani serial called Parizad, the actor says, कुछ शामें ऐसी ढलती है कि सूरज के साथ साथ हमारा दिल भी डूब जाता है. डूबा सूरज तो अगली सुबह निकल आता है, मगर दिल जो एक बार डूब जाता है वो फिर कभी तुल्लू नहीं होता. The poem compares heartbreak to a setting sun. Even though the world moves on and the sun rises again, a heart that has experienced deep sadness may never feel fully alive again. It shows how emotion pain can be lasting and profound. So the next one is by Jigar Muradabadi. He is talking about sadness. It's just a two-line one. दिल गया रौनक हयात गई, दिल गया रौनक हयात गई, गम गया सारी कायनात गई. He is saying in the poem that how our emotions affect everything we see and we feel. When we lose our happiness and our heart feel empty, the world around seems empty too. It shows how important our feelings are in giving meaning to life. So next one is for those who went through betrayal. चाहने वाले तेरे हजार होंगे, कहाँ सारे तेरे वफादार होंगे. कुछ जान लेने वाले मिलेंगे, कुछ जान निसार मिलेंगे. अना परस्तों से पाला पड़ेगा, चेहरा मगर खाकसार मिलेंगे. देखना दुश्मन की पहली सफ, सामने तेरे यार होंगे. So this poem talks about people in life and how we cannot trust anyone. Some people may betray you even if they seems close to you. Other may support us completely. It teaches us to be careful about who we trust and to appreciate the people who are truly loyal. So this is the last one and it is very close to my heart. I love this poem. It is by Faiz Ahmed Faiz. It's about love and life. मैंने समझा था कि तू है तो दरख्शा है हयात, तेरा गम है तो गमे दहर का झगड़ा क्या है. तेरी सूरत से आलम में बहारों को सबाद, तेरी आँखों के सिवा दुनिया में रखा क्या है. So the Faiz remind us that love is powerful. This was just a glimpse of Urdu poetry, a language of beauty, rhythm and emotions. Through poets like Faiz, Jigar, Hashmi and many others, we see that poetry is just not words. It tells the story about the human heart. Even if you don't understand Urdu, the feeling of love, hope, sadness and dreams are universal. I am Hassan and I hope you felt the voice of Urdu poetry tonight. Thank you.
Well, like you said, love hasn't worked for you twice now. So why do you think that is?
I think I give too much, or maybe I just try to turn it into something that it's not. And it always just leaves an empty space when it ends.
But what if it's not empty? What if it's creative?
What do you mean by creative?
Well, you said you're a media production student.
Yeah.
So you feel deeply. That's not a weakness. Why don't you use it and tell your story? You know, make something honest out of it.
So you're telling me to use my pain into production or something like that?
Let your emotions lead the lens.
I'm done for it. Like, just leave go. I don't
How much better can I show my love for you than say I do, I do, I do. I do, I do, I do. You may not know right where you're going, but I do, I do, I do. And all the times you wasn't chosen, well, I'll make it up to you. All of the feelings you're not showing when your river's overflowing. It's the truth, swear to you. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. And all that you are, I do.
I think love is choosing the same person even when it's hard.
Yeah, but what if one day it doesn't feel like a choice to me?
Then I guess just becomes memories.
My single line of stars in noon, reflection of the very moon. I do, I do, I do, I do. Show my love for you. Can I show my love for you? Can I show my love?
Thank you for joining us for this celebration of creativity and innovation, proudly presented by the graduate students here at Sacred Heart University's School of Communication, Media, and the Arts. Tonight's showcase isn't just a reflection of what our students have learned, it's a glimpse into the future of storytelling. A future where ideas challenge us, images move us, and voices connect us across boundaries. So thank you for being part of this journey. From the Martiri Center for the Liberal Arts here at Sacred Heart University, I'm Professor Gregory Golda. Thank you for tuning in to Open Channel.